Greetings, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for our first online Goddess Spirituality Online Temple and Learning Circle New Moon Ceremony. I'm so glad that you could join us today. And being that this is our first ceremony, it seems really fitting to do it on the new moon and to cast out our new moon intentions so that we can reap the harvest and bring into manifestation those things that we're trying to bring in, those new things in our life. So before we get started, though, as always, I like to cast a circle of protection around us. All hail, our lords and ladies of the East, my brothers and sisters, my brother and patron, the sacred element of air. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is. All hail, our lords and ladies of the South, our brothers and sisters, our brother and patron, the sacred element of fire. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is. All hail, our lords and ladies of the West, our brothers and sisters, our sister and patron, the sacred element of water. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is. All hail, our lords and ladies of the North, our brothers and sisters, our sister and patron, the sacred element of earth. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is. And we now bring down the divine white light from the sacred source of all well-being and fill our spaces with peace, power, and protection always. So it is, and thank you. So thank you once again for joining us for our first online temple ceremony. Again, we are bringing in the energies of the new moon to help us have the new beginnings that we so desire in the different areas of our life. So hopefully you have with you, and I had these in the description of this event that you would have with you. And if you don't worry about it, because this ceremony will automatically post to YouTube. So it's going to be available right away for you to view again at your leisure. So if you just want to watch now and then get your stuff together for later and then do the ceremony with us, that's perfectly fine as well. But what we need is we need a large fireproof bowl or pot, much like my old and reliable burning pot, a pair of tongs or pliers, something that's going to be holding the paper, because we're going to be doing a burn to get rid of all of those adverse energies that may be clinging to us before we begin our ceremony. So you'll need pliers, tweezers, something to hold the paper so that you won't set your own self on fire and get hurt. A white tea light candle, offerings to place around your candle. I have flowers. You can use candy, a glass of wine. I like to use flowers because then you can turn it into incense later, but we'll talk about that later on. You can use whatever, I'm sorry about that, excuse me. You can use whatever kind of offering you want to use. You're also going to need a lighter, and hopefully you have your paper which has your intentions on it, what it is you're trying to bring in for this new moon. And you'll also need a pen or a pencil or some kind of a carving tool, because we're going to be carving into our candle. You know, you don't have to have anything fancy. Those of you who watch my videos know I like to use bamboo, because bamboo represents the fulfillment of wishes. So you can use that, or you can just use a pen, pencil, whatever you happen to have handy. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a sacred burn to remove those adverse energies that are holding you back. If you didn't have time to write out the words, again, don't worry. You can follow it up later on once this video goes on to YouTube. But I'm also, because I also took into consideration that some of you may not have had time since I actually added that later. So I'm also going to do a general burn that will clear the rest of you if you don't have your own papers ready. And of course, it's if you choose to accept those energies, because we are all about free will. And you can also find the words to what we're going to be doing in the description of this video, in the Facebook event listing, and also in the meetup group. So I'm going to first, for those of you who have it written out already, let's go ahead and take those papers out. And right after we do this one, I will do a general one for those who are watching who may not have their papers ready. So I'm going to read this out loud, and please read along with me. So if you have your paper with the words, hold it with your tongs, because you don't want to set anything on fire. And go ahead and light your lighter, because you want the lighter lit while you're doing this. With sacred fire, I burn away from myself all adverse blockages, unbalanced energies, hexes, curses, negative entities, that which does not belong, that which impedes my progress, that which impedes my prosperity, that which impedes my good health, all emotional and mental blockages to my positive success on all levels and in all the areas of my life. And I send them into the light to be healed and resolved as I am healed from them, and restore my divine peace, protection, prosperity, good health, and the positive flow of divine balanced energy on all levels. So it is, and thank you. So now go ahead and set your paper on fire, and then when it's just about fully engaged, go ahead and drop it into your pot. And now the words that we say are, any remaining adverse energies in the ashes and smoke are also sent into the light to be healed and resolved, and the ashes and smoke are now rendered harmless. And later on, you can take a look at the ashes and see if you see any pictures in it, because a lot of times you can see pictures of things that you didn't realize were bothering you. The good news is if you see it in the ash, that means it's off of you and into the ash, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. And now for those of you who choose to accept this energy, this clearing, here it is, lost my tongs for a second there. I'm going to go ahead and do a burn for you. And again, it's free will, so you can accept this clearing or not. It's up to you. Let me get the other one. I think this one has more juice. It does. With sacred fire from those who choose to receive this blessing, I burn away all adverse blockages, unbalanced energies, hexes, curses, negative entities, that which does not belong, that which impedes your progress, that which impedes your prosperity, that which impedes your good health, all emotional and mental blockages to your positive success on all levels and in all areas of your life, and send them into the light to be healed and resolved as you are healed from them, and restore your divine peace, protection, prosperity, good health, and the positive flow of divine balanced energy on all levels. So it is. And thank you. And any remaining adverse energies in the ashes and smoke are also sent into the light to be healed and resolved. And the ashes and smoke are now rendered harmless. So now hopefully you're already starting to feel a little bit more relaxed, a little bit better, now that you've burned off the adverse energies that may have been surrounding you. Because we always, before we do a ceremony, we like to clean up our energy so that our energy is clear, we're focused, our intentions are clear, and there's nothing getting in the way of what it is that we're trying to do, including emotional and mental blockages that we may have towards our success for whatever reason. But we will talk about that later, because tonight is about new beginnings. And so we're going to do a meditation as well to help you get into the flow of new beginning energy and get you out of that rut that you may have been in. Okay, and you can do this burn at any time, by the way. You can visit this video. I also have it on another video. So anytime you feel wonky, although I suggest you do it several times a week just to keep your energy nice and clear. So before we begin our ceremonies, I want to take a moment to share our message with you for tonight. Because I listen to a lot of people who tell me no matter how hard they try, they continue to feel stuck. They make all these efforts. They can't seem to get as far as they want to get. And I know from my personal experience, one of those reasons that could be is that a lot of us are still standing on an empty battlefield, an empty emotional, mental, and spiritual battlefield from events that happened long ago. Now, this battlefield could be from old romances that caused you to distrust so much that you can't seem to relax enough to allow someone new in, or you try to get close to someone and then you sabotage it because you might get afraid. It could stem from a prolonged period of financial loss and distrust that created a poverty or loss-based mentality. So you might find it hard to get and keep money in your bank, in your wallet, in your coffers. It might just be difficult, or you'll get money and it goes right back out the door, or you might get $500 and have a repair that costs $750. And a lot of this is because of our subconscious putting out those messages based on past traumas that we have not yet at least consciously let go of. Or you might think you've let go of it, but subconsciously you could still be holding on to them, because our subconscious rules 88% of what we do. And it doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. It only knows what's normal and will continue to try to keep normalcy in the life, be it good or bad for you. So we need to do some subconscious retraining in order for us to get off of that old field and into our new beginnings. Being stuck could be from an abusive childhood or partnership where survival was the theme all the time, every day. And so now, because of that habit of the adrenaline flowing, the survival state can actually be harming you, not only emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, but physically as well. Because when we're in that state of survival, we have adrenaline that flows through us. What comes with that, though, is cortisol. And cortisol can really, really wreak havoc. It is very dangerous. It flows through you. It can create a lot of weight gain, particularly in the belly area, which is very, very dangerous. to your health. It can get in the way of your peace of mind and your divine balance. Or you might have had a prolonged illness that, even though it's physically been treated, the emotional pain of that experience, of those processes, can still exist in there and still be keeping you from really good health, physical health now. So there are a lot of other issues that could be keeping you on the empty battlefield of the past. But the important thing is to remove yourself, and you can do this. Remove yourself from that empty battlefield and move back into the light where you belong and where your happiness awaits. You don't have to be on that battlefield all by yourself anymore. So before we get into our candle ceremony, we're going to go ahead and do a short meditation which will help you get off of that battlefield and into the sunshine of new beginnings. And I'm also going to include a meditation for all of our ceremonies because I want you to be calm, relaxed, at peace, and balanced. I want this to be a sanctuary for you where you can come and let go of your cares and just relax and be you, the awesome you that you are. So go ahead, sit back, relax. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable with your eyes closed. Not everybody is. If you are uncomfortable with keeping your eyes closed, find a spot like on a wall or a piece of paper. You can look at a ring, whatever you want, that you can just focus on as we go into our meditation. So go ahead, sit back, lay down, relax, however you're comfortable. Close your eyes or focus your attention on an empty space on the wall. And let's go ahead and begin to relax. So let the relaxation begin with your feet, allowing the relaxation to flow through the feet, relaxing the toes, relaxing your feet. As the relaxation continues to flow upwards through your ankles and upwards through the legs, relaxing your leg muscles, up past the knees, into the thighs, relaxing the thighs. As the relaxation continues to flow upwards through your hips and upwards through your stomach, relaxing all of the stomach muscles, letting go of your cares. As the relaxation continues to flow upwards through the chest and down the shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers, relaxing all of the fingers, relaxing more as the relaxation continues to flow upwards through your neck and upwards through your face, relaxing all of the facial muscles, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the brow. Let your shoulders drop as the relaxation continues to flow upwards over your head and down the back of your head. The relaxation flows down the back of your neck, down your spine, relaxing the spine, relaxing the upper back, relaxing the mid-back, relaxing the lower back, feeling nice, calm, and relaxed. And I'm going to count from 5 down to 0. And when I reach 0, your body will be in a state of relaxation, perfectly safe, calm, peaceful, and relaxed, with 5 letting go. 4, going deeper. 3, and deeper. 2, feeling calm. 1, at peace. And 0, into a comfortable state of deep relaxation. Now I want you to picture, visualize, feel, or imagine that you are standing on an empty battlefield. As you look at it, it's strewn with rubble. But you're there all by yourself. No one is on that battlefield but you. This battlefield represents the past. Past battles, past traumas, past times where you had to be in a state of survival. But all of the opposing soldiers are gone. And just imagine there you stand by yourself. And as you stand there imagining that, let a little smile come to your lips because you recognize now that there's no reason for you to be here on this empty battlefield. So now I want you to imagine that you turn your back to that battlefield. And just beyond it is a beautiful meadow filled with flowers and sunshine. If you're a water person, you can imagine a beautiful beach or lake or river. If you're a nature person, imagine a beautiful sun-filled forest. You can imagine any serene place that you desire because this is your place of serenity, your sacred space. Feel the warmth of the sun against your skin or the cool breeze of the night air if that is what you are choosing. Engage in the smell of flowers or the woodsy scent of the trees or the salt of the ocean as you relax and look at your new place of new beginnings. And as you walk into this place, feeling the ground beneath your feet and the peace that surrounds you, I want you to repeat these words to yourself mentally. I now happily let go of the past and walk away happily into the present and the future before me. Now I want you to slowly walk into your place of serenity, enjoying the smells, enjoying the sights, enjoying the feeling of peace and balance, feeling the earth beneath your feet and the sun in the sky or the moonbeams as they beam down around you, depending on what you've chosen. And as you walk along, I want you to imagine that you find a clearing where there are many bricks. And these bricks have words on them, such as peace, harmony, strength, prosperity, good health, and whatever else you need them to say to bring you into a state of peace. Perhaps they say romance, or love, or power, whatever it is that you feel you need to rebuild in your life. Now is your chance to do that. And once you do this mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, it can then translate into your physical life. So now I want you to imagine that you're bending over and you're picking up these bricks with the words that you need and place them down on the ground as you build your new foundation of peace and love, of joy, of security, of happiness, of prosperity, of good health, of power, whatever it is that you need to rebuild in your life or even build for the first time. Imagine placing your bricks and creating the new foundation, the positive foundation upon which you will now stand. And I'm going to give you just a few minutes to go ahead and place your bricks on the foundation. And don't worry if you're not a visual person, just feel the bricks in your hand and know what they say. So I'll give you a moment or two to go ahead and place your bricks onto your new foundation. Okay, so now that you've placed your bricks, it's time to bring you back into the present. So I'm going to count from 0 to 5, and when I reach 5, your eyes will open and you will be wide awake with 0. And there's always a tendency to want to just go deeper into your state of meditation here because it's so peaceful and you feel so relaxed and so good. And 1, becoming aware of your surroundings. 2, feeling good. 3, aware of your feet, aware of your body, aware of your head. 4, still happy and peaceful. And 5 is eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wide awake. So go ahead and take a few seconds to bring yourself back around, back into the present, aware of your surroundings, aware of the room that you're in. But hopefully now you are in a space of peace and relaxation. And you will be able, again, to listen to this meditation whenever you like, because it will automatically post to YouTube. So you can come back, listen to it every day if you want to reinforce the building of your foundation. Because again, you know, your subconscious will try to bring you back into that state. So we want to always be able to counter that. So you can always use this meditation to do so. So now let's go ahead and move into our ceremony. First, I want to talk about the reason why I'm holding the ceremonies on Friday. The reason that we're holding them on Friday is because Friday seems to be the universal day of the fertility/creation goddess energy. And I call it the creation goddess energy as opposed to just the fertility goddess, because it's not just about creating a life, it's about creating a new life for yourself wherever, not just creating, giving birth to a physical human life. You are also creating, you are creating a life that you want for yourself, for your family, for your children. you're creating, you're becoming more into the creative energy. If you're already into the arts, painting, dancing, cooking, that sort of thing, this will also appear to you. But it is about creation, creation for yourself, creation for others. And across the board, many of the creation goddesses, such as Lakshmi, Freya, Ishtar, Inanna, so many from so many different spiritualities are all represented on Friday. So there has to be a correlation that makes Friday such a powerful day to create new things in your life, since it seems that across the board, Friday is the day that the creation goddesses are represented by. And I follow the creation goddess tradition. So I might do things a little differently than you're used to, but just bear with me and you will understand why and how that works. So what creation magic is, which is what we're going to be employing tonight with our candles, creation magic combines both masculine and feminine energies to create new things, just like those two energies are required to create a new physical life. Manifesting energetically is no different than that. And because the new moon rides with the sun, that's why it's dark, because it stands between the sun and the earth. So you have the earth as the womb, the divine womb, and you have the divine feminine, which is the moon, and the divine masculine with the sun, to come together to help to fertilize your wishes and bring them into manifestation. So that is the energies that we are going to be engaging in tonight. The womb and the egg of the mother goddess, and the masculine energy to fertilize that egg or wish, to bring that wish into manifestation. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and have ready our tea light candle, our lighter, our carving tool, and your paper with your petition about what it is that you want to bring into your life. And again, don't worry if you're not prepared for this ceremony. It will post immediately to YouTube, and you can get everything you need and follow along with it on video. So don't worry about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get moving. So I do a lot of fire magic, and I like particularly to work with tea light candles. And I've got many ways for you to do tea light candle magic in one of my very shortly upcoming books. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started, okay? So now, what you take out your pen, your pencil, your carving tool, whatever it is that you wish to use. And first we're going to go ahead and turn it into a wand. So hold it between your two hands, your carving tool, your pen, your pencil, toothpick, whatever it is that you're using. And you can just repeat after me. I charge thee, become a wand for me, and send my intention-filled energies into this candle that I am about to create. So it is, and thank you. Okay, so now your carving tool is ready. Now the reason I choose tea light candles is because of the aluminum. Aluminum is used in image magic, and so you'll be able to use this aluminum to carve images and symbols and words to help you power it up, to bring you what you want. So the first thing we're going to do is on the outside of your aluminum, in as few words as possible, because you only have a little bit of space here. In as few words as possible, abbreviate if you have to. Go ahead and write down what it is that you want across the candle. As you turn the candle around, write what you want. And I will do it with you. So go ahead and write down what you want. And make sure you're pressing hard enough to leave the imprint into the aluminum. Okay? So now that you've written on the outside of the aluminum, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and dismantle the candle. So gently pulling from the wick, and you want to be very gentle with it. And if you're using candles from candles that are a little too soft, you might have to bring your tool into the candle to help you get it out. But for the most part, you should be able to just get your candle out. And my candle, alas, is not doing very well. So we're just going to go ahead. If you've got your candle out, I should have tested this one before I used it, and it's not working very well. But go ahead and pull your candle out. I'm still going to explain to you what you need to do in order to make this candle work. So go ahead and pull your candle out. All right, so now on the inside of the aluminum, and as it happens, I can probably use this, and I have an empty candle aluminum thing here from a candle that I used for something else, thankfully. So it's a little dirty on the inside, just ignore it. I apologize for the malfunction of my tea light. So on your candle, right on the inside round part of the candle, use your carving tool. And you're going to write right in the inside circle, you're going to write the word power. This is your power circle. So just write the word power. Okay? So now that you've got that written in the aluminum, the power, around that power circle, around the inside of the aluminum, again in as few words as possible, use keywords if you have to, carve into the aluminum what it is that you want. Just, if you have to, just use keywords because you only have, you know, very limited space in order for you to work with that. Okay? Yeah, try not to go too fast. Give you a second to do that. Okay. So now that you've got that done, on the outside of the candle, and I'm having a candle malfunction at the moment, so just as if you're holding the actual wax of your candle on the outside of the candle, I want you to write the words abracadabra. And abracadabra means I create as I speak. It's a very powerful word. I know you've probably heard it in magician shows or cartoons and such, but it is a very, very powerful word, and it creates that power. So write abracadabra on the outside of your candle. If you don't know how to spell it, the word is abracadabra. And then after you write abracadabra, write, my wish is fulfilled, and say it out loud. Abracadabra, my wish is fulfilled. Okay? Now, on the bottom part of the candle, and again, as if this was the candle, right in that center, you're going to write, again, the word power. Or if you want to use a power symbol, you can do that as well. I like to use lightning bolts as my power symbols. But you can use the sun, or you can use whatever you want, or you can just write the word power. And again, around that circle, and as few words as you possibly can on that candle, write what it is that you want. Okay? Use keywords if you have to. Now, on the top of the candle, on the top of your candle, I want you to inscribe on the left the triple moon symbol, because the left represents the goddess energy, the divine feminine. And if you're in your tradition, it's opposite. Please do it your way. I'm just telling you how to do it my way, but it needs to be custom to you. But in the creation goddess energy, the left represents the divine feminine and the right represents the divine masculine. You hold both of those energies within you. So on the left, put the triple goddess symbol, and on the right, put the round sun symbol. At the top of the candle, you don't want to encompass the whole candle, just, on a small part at the top, because you're going to also write some words underneath it. Okay, so write those, inscribe those into your candle. Now, with the rest of the space that you have left, again, and you can use keywords because we have to add stuff in there. Write what it is that you want. Write small. You can write very tiny into the candle because you only have a certain amount of space, and you're going to end it with, through positive ways and means, so it is. Through positive ways and means, so it is. This way you don't have to worry about harming anyone with your wishes. Through positive ways and means, so it is. So now go ahead and put your candle back together. Okay? Now, again, the left side is our creation, our feminine energy side, and our right side is the masculine side. But again, if it's in your tradition, if it's opposite, or you feel inside yourself that it's opposite, do it your way. Okay? Because it needs to be custom to you. So now as you're holding it in your left hand, because what you're doing is you're creating the womb of your desires with this candle, I want you to smile as you look at your candle and think of the great blessings that are about to come your way, and repeat after me. I call upon thee, and I'm going to make the offering for you as we say this. I call upon thee, my divine mother goddess, my divine sister moon, to imbue this candle with your divine feminine aspects of healing, of love, of creation. I ask you to please empower this candle as the moon and heal my adverse situations so that I am free to accept and embrace your blessings of, and now say what it is that you want, whatever it is. And now you have your womb with your egg in it. Now place your right index finger, which again, I will say it again, this is the masculine. So if your masculine side is on the other side, or you feel like it is, or your tradition says it is, by all means do it your way. But just for our purposes, I'm saying to use your right index finger, which holds a lot of power. And it also represents Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion. So it will also expand the energies of what we are about to do. Okay? So you can go ahead and use your right index finger and place it on top, because now what we are doing is we are fertilizing the egg and the womb with the masculine energy. So go ahead and place it on top of the candle and repeat after me. And if you choose to just engage in my words, by all means, you can do so. And you can say these words out loud or to yourself, whichever is more comfortable to you. I call upon thee, my divine Father God, my divine brother Son, to grant me your seed, to fertilize my wishes, so that they may grow to full fruition, and that I manifest my need for. And now, go ahead and read your petition to the candle. If you can, put your paper down, holding your Jupiter finger against it, because we are infusing with the masculine energies. And go ahead and read your petition out loud or to yourself. It doesn't matter. We are just conveying those energies into your candle. Okay? Okay. You probably can feel that energy flowing right through the candle into your hand, which is actually a good thing, because not only are you in the creation goddess tradition, not only are you infusing the candle with that energy, you're also infusing yourself so that you put that energy out. So this is the way of the creation energy. All right, so go ahead now that you've got that done. Go ahead and light your candle and place it on top of your petition. I have a little plate here that I'm using. Place it on top of your petition, the candle. Oops. Go ahead and light your candle. And engage with my words and the energies of our divine parents, brothers, and sisters, if you choose to. Greetings and blessings, my divine Mother Goddess, my divine Sister Moon, my divine Sister Earth, my divine Father God, my divine Brother Sun, my divine Sister Winds, the planetary, elemental, and directional rulers, most holy and divine universal life forces, my divine feminine sister Venus on this your day, and the creation energy, your intelligence of intelligences, B'nai Seraphim, and the sacred element of earth, combined with the projective, receptive, male, female, hot, cold energies, Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee. Please grant us your divine energies of creation and manifestation, so that our desires be made manifest always through positive ways and means. Thank you. Thank you, my divine parents, for marrying your energies with the energies of my petition and the candle, and granting them all the fertility power they need to create and manifest my intentions always through positive ways and means. Let my clear intentions represent the egg. Let the white candle represent the Divine Mother and the womb of my desires. And let the fire represent the seed of our Divine Father. Let the manifestation of my wishes translate into this, my physical reality. And I thank you so much for your kind help and assistance. And I make this offering to you. And now bring out your flowers, or your candy, or your wine, and whatever it is and place them around your candle. I have flowers that I'm using. I'm using 7 flowers because the number 7 represents Venus. And it's her day in the creation goddess energy, the creation god energy. Okay? So now you've got your beautiful offering. And you're going to say, please accept my offerings and gratitude in return for your kind service. Thank you. I love you. And so it is. So now you can go ahead and put your candle down. And if you used flowers, then what you can do afterwards, after your candle has burned down, you can place your flowers into a paper bag along with your petition and let the flowers dry out. It's pretty warm outside now, I guess, across the board. So maybe you could put them outside or someplace where it's warm and dry so that they'll be dry by next Friday. And then what you can do is go ahead and grind up your flowers to turn them into an incense. And take your petition and cut it into little strips, little pieces of paper to mix in with that incense. And then what you'll do is with your charcoal blocks, either every Friday, you can do it every day if you like, but if you choose to do it on Friday or what day you feel is in your tradition represents the creation gods and goddesses, you can burn that on charcoal blocks in order so that you can continue with that energy going until you get whatever it is that you want. And you can do this ceremony every Friday until you get what it is that you want, because sometimes it can take time for things to manifest. So it might not happen in a day, a week, or a month, depending on what it is that you want. But you can keep those energies flowing by creating an incense out of what you've done and having it burn, or doing the ceremony every Friday or on the day that you feel is a power day, or on the day that represents what it is that you want. So if you needed good health or healing or peace, you could do that on Monday, which is the day of the moon. If you need protection, strength, power, you can do that Tuesday, which is Mars. If you need intelligence, wisdom, clarity of thought, or positive, successful business, trade, and commerce, you can do that on Wednesday, the day of Mercury. If you just need to have some good times in your life, the sweet life, the easy life, and prosperity, you can do that Thursday, which is Jupiter. If you need to expand something in your life, expand peace, expand love, expand prosperity, you can do that Thursdays, which is of Jupiter. If you are doing something of the creative arts, if you're doing something for love, or you're trying to create something brand spanking new in your life, or you're a painter, an artist, a cook, something, a gardener, and you want to take that to the next level, your creation energy, maybe you're an author and you want to write a book or write a movie or something, the day to do that would be also on Fridays as well, which is the day of Venus. If you want to become more psychic, more metaphysical, you would also do that on Thursdays to expand it, but you would also then be calling on the planet Neptune, which is the planet of metaphysics, the psychic abilities, and that sort of thing. And if you need to bring luck or business organization and success, that could be Saturday. And also, if you need to restrict something in your life, let's say you're trying to lose weight and you want to restrict the amount of food that you're eating, that you're consciously eating, or you want to restrict negative influences or something that you need to restrict in your life, you can also do that on Saturday, which is Saturn, who can also cause restrictions. So you can do this ceremony again on the day that represents what it is that you want. Just make sure that in your offerings and in your prayers, you are acknowledging the lords and ladies of that day. When I say the lords and ladies of that day, I mean the gods and goddesses, your patrons who are here to help you. All righty. And I also suggest, before I forget, I almost forgot this, if you're embarking on something new you're trying to bring in right now with this ceremony, go out. If you don't have a journal, go out, get yourself a little notebook from the Dollar Tree, or a fancy schmancy journal if you like, nice leather bound one. It's up to you, whatever you want, or whatever it is your pocketbook can afford, so that you can keep track of the progress of what it is you're trying to manifest. So for example, let's just say that today you did a manifestation because you want better health. Your health has been poor and you want better health. And tomorrow or sometime during the week, a friend of yours says, hey, did you see that show on, I don't know, whatever channel it was, and was talking about this doctor that has worked miracles with cancer or fibromyalgia or whatever, or they saw something on Dr. Oz, which is a new treatment that can help you with things, or something in Prevention Magazine, something that pertains to what it is you're trying to fix within your health. That's progress of your spell. Or if you're trying to bring love into your life, you're bringing a new love in, and you go to work and one of your friends says, hey, you know, my cousin just moved here from wherever, Kalamazoo, and he or she is single, and I was thinking you guys would make a great match or whatever. You can write that down, because what you want to do is you want to do a step-by-step kind of thing, where now you're focusing on each achievement that you make. Even if it's a small achievement, that still brings hope, confidence, that energy within you that, yes, your life can change. It helps to validate that. And if you keep track of all those little accomplishments that are happening, little things add up to a lot. And so you're now putting out that energy. You feel confident, you feel strong, and that helps you to manifest even faster. So go ahead and keep a journal of what it is that you're trying to bring in. And I call upon our divine creation goddesses to help you. I call upon thee, our sister Oshun, Yamaya, our darling Lakshmi, Saraswati, Inanna, all of the creation goddess energies, Freya, Ishtar, Aphrodite, Circe, the creation goddess energy, the creation God energy. May it combine and infuse your manifestation work with all of the power that it needs to grant you that which you are trying to bring into your life, always through positive ways and means. And so it is. So I hope that you enjoyed this ceremony. We will do another full moon ceremony. And we're also going to be including meditations and classes. You know, as I pick up this online temple, you know, more, then we're going to be doing a lot more, because I recognize there are a lot of solitary practitioners out there, people who don't have a temple to go to, people who don't have someone to worship with. And so I want this to be your space where you can come and you can worship the divine goddess and the divine God and enjoy those energies, because with the creation energy, we use both energies to combine and manifest and to create what we want. So I also hope that you enjoyed this little lesson on creation magic as well. Now, of course, our services are free. These ceremonies that we're going to be doing are free. However, your donations are appreciated. They're not required, but they are much appreciated if you can give one. So if you go to the left of the meetup group page, you'll see a green button that says chip in on the left. So if you want to make a donation that way, you can. Or if you go to my YouTube page, which this video will be on, but also you can go to YouTube and put my name in, Rhonda Harris-Choudhry, or just Rhonda Harris, Harris. It will come up. And on the right of the page, there's a blue support button that you can also make a donation for. And I do also have the link to my page on the event page and in the meetup group as well. I really enjoyed doing this ceremony with you. It was our first ceremony, and I'm just so pleased that you joined me with this. And I hope that your candle brings you the magic and the fruition of that which you are trying to manifest. And I thank you so much for joining me in this journey. And I hope that you will join me again for the full moon. I was going to do a mid-moon ceremony. However, that would be falling on the weekend where we will be at Hex Fest. So I can't do it for that. But as we go on and as our online temple grows, we will be adding much, much more to it. And I just hope that you found this a good space for you to be in. And I appreciate any and all feedback that you have. So until next time, divine ones, love, honor, and cherish yourselves as much as I love, honor, and cherish you, and as much as the divine loves, honors, and cherishes you. But all of that comes from within, and I hopefully can grant you that energy and engage in the energies of the divine and make the request that they also grant you that energy, that you overcome any and all adversities, that you remove any emotional and mental blocks to your success and manifestations, and that you begin life anew on your brand spanking new path to peace, good health, prosperity, joy, power, protection, spirituality, whatever it is that you need in your life. Thank you. Merry meet, merry part. Namaste. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much.